Hey yogis, welcome. Thank you for taking the time to meet me on your mat today. If we have not met, my name is Felicia and I am a Yin yoga instructor. And for the next few weeks, I really want to do a few short clips breaking down the 3 principles of Yin. I think in the state that we're in now, we're really starting to see and feel and learn that our yoga practices aren't just about movements and the poses, the heated classes, the non-heated classes. We're really starting to take that practice off of our mat. And so we're learning all these principles that we focus on in class, but sometimes we don't really get the chance to break down. So I wanted to take this opportunity to break down the principles of Yin to really help us get through this time and to kind of show how your yoga practice can really serve you in the studio, on your mats right now virtually, but also in your everyday life off of your mat. So in Yin, we have 3 basic principles, and I will go over each principle in detail throughout the weeks, so you have to stay tuned with me. But as a basic overview, your 3 principles are 1, find your edge, 2, be still, and 3, remain to hold the pose. Today, I'm going to take a bit out of step 2, so you'll have 4 goals to focus on, and each week we'll just keep adding on. But for today, I want to take a piece out of your second goal, to be still, and really focus in and hone in on that today. And that is focusing on breath. And it's such a simple thing, but it's something that we don't do that often, and it is so beneficial to our mind, our organs, our entire body. It's our most incredible tool to really get us out of the fear, to get us out of the fight or flight stage, and to help us really settle into our body. And it only really takes 3 breaths. You can do more than that, but it really only takes 3 breaths. And they're recommending now, in this state that we're in, if you are really feeling anxious, if you're really feeling stressed, man, if you're on the front lines and you're really taking care of other people right now, whether that's on the front lines or on the home front, you have all this on your shoulders. Do this 3 deep breath technique I'm going to show you every hour. So your goal for this week is to set your alarm on your phone for every hour to breathe. 3 deep breaths. It can take a minute, it can take 5 minutes. You can do it wherever you're at. Set your alarm and do it. So that's your goal for this week, is to breathe. If every hour is way too much for you, cool. Pick a time frame and just breathe. But set your alarm. Hold yourself accountable to doing it, and then you'll really start to notice a difference, especially throughout this month as we go through. But for this week, that is your goal, to breathe. Now, I want you to breathe using your diaphragm. A lot of us think that our core, we're go in the gym all the time and crunches and all this stuff, and it's great for our muscles. But we forget that our diaphragm is this huge organ that's in our body that lives right under the ribcage to all the way right above your pelvic bone. So if I can feel it there. So from here to here, right? It's a huge space that your diaphragm is in. And when we breathe through the diaphragm, it helps expand the diaphragm. On our inhale, right, the belly expands, and on our exhale, it contracts. So using these diaphragm breaths actually really helps strengthen your core, and it, on top of all the mind benefits and the breathing benefits, you're also working your core doing this breath work. So let's test it out. A lot of us breathe through the chest, right? Our lungs are here. This is where we think we need to breathe from. In reality, that's not helping it's not helping us get out of fight or flight or an anxious state at all. So I want you to take your right palm, place it on your belly. Wherever you're at, you can be standing somewhere right now just watching this video. You can sit on your couch. You can do this while you're watching Netflix. You can do it anywhere. So wherever you're at, right hand on your belly. Left hand on your chest. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out the mouth. Now on this next breath, notice which hand is rising first. Is it the hand on your belly or is it the hand on your heart? Without fixing it, right? Just notice. Take another deep breath in. Exhale it out. And notice where that came from. Okay. Now this time, we're going to focus on that belly breath. So we're going to focus on our inhale, letting the breath come from the belly first. Belly expands out. And on your exhale, letting it come back down. Give it a try. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. So on your inhale, you're noticing the belly rising first, and then the air rises up to the chest. So your chest is still rising, it's just not the first thing to rise. Try it one more time, taking a deep breath in, belly rises, then the chest, exhale out the mouth. Another way to think about this is thinking about your rib cages expanding outwards on your inhale, like you're opening an umbrella, and on the exhale it contracts. So hands on the ribs this time, if that's comfortable. It's a bit awkward, but if you can put the hands right on the rib cage, and on your inhale, feel that expansion, the umbrella is rising. Exhale, it's contracting. One more time with that. Inhale, rib cage expands. Exhale, it contracts. And that's it. That's your breath work. That's what I want you to focus on for this next week. And then we'll add in the rest of the principles. But for this time, that's what I want you to focus on is the deep belly breaths. Your goal is to focus on your breath at least once every day. If you are really stressed or on the front lines, please set your alarm for every hour to take those deep breaths. Thanks for participating with me. I hope this helps, and meet me on your mat again next week. We're going to build on to our principles, and we will start with finding our edge.